Look, it's Mayor Kane. What is up, guys and gals? It is Kraken Collectibles coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at the SH Figuarts Bandai Tamashii Nations WWE Kane. Take a look at the figure. Let's actually take a look at the boxing. The boxing is very nice. On the front we see the action figure Kane. Kane written right here, SH Figuarts, WWE Superstar Series, Tamashii Nations, Bandai, WWE sticker, fighting body, which I'm not sure what exactly that means. This figure is a couple years old, so I don't think SH Figuarts is going to make any more, which I'm kind of upset. On the side we can see Masked Kane with the WWE logo and SH Figuarts. On the back we see the Big Red Machine, Kane with his little rag on his head, the Devil's Favorite Demon, Chokeslam from Hell, and we see the other figures from this line, which are The Rock, Stone Cold, Triple H, and Undertaker. And then on the bottom here we've got a lot of Japanese writing, which I cannot read. Some of you might be able to, but I cannot. On the other side we can see a continuation of the picture from the front. We see his arm with Kane in the background. Which actually was a pretty good pose with him standing backwards looking towards the camera. So, without further ado, let me get this guy cracked open and we'll take a look at him. Okay, now that we've got him out of his packaging, let's take a look at his accessories. First off, he's got his rag that he used to come out with back in, I think, 2002, 2003, which I think this is more of what this figure is trying to represent. Before he actually started going with just his tights and not the shirt, this was roughly just after he had unmasked, which is also why he comes with the masked version as well. He does have his rag, which is just a molded plastic. It's a softer plastic, so you're not going to break it, but it is a molded plastic, and it fits on all of his unmasked heads. And the heads, the one that he comes on in package is going to be more of his, like, grimaced angry face. And let me get my lighting in here. You can kind of see he does have his white eye. Let me see if I can get that focused. Come on. Okay, yeah, there we go. You can see he's got his right white eye like he had in the show, and then he's got his brown eye, I think he had, no, his blue eye. He's got his blue eye, and then he's got his white eye, which is sculpted like that and painted on every head, which is very nice. I really like that. The details on the face are pretty good. You can see he's like smirking on this one, more of like a angry smirk. His other head he's got is more of an angry head with his teeth showing. He's looking off to the left. Looks pretty good. I'm not a big fan of this head. I probably won't be using it. He's got his actual smirking head, if I can hold on to it. He's got a big old Kane smile on his face. And the face details do look pretty good. One big thing that I do complain about with this is he's fully bald on these. If you look back, just look on YouTube for any Kane moments during this time. He wasn't completely bald. He actually had like a little fuzz back here. It was more of like a gray. I might paint that on the heads myself. So it does look a little strange with him being completely bald. But the heads do look okay. Onto the mast head, it does come in two parts. The back of the hair, which sticks onto the peg, I'll show you here in a minute. And then the mast head itself does look very good. You can see the painted in line. Actually, wait, no, that's sculpted. You can see the sculpted in like stitches along the mask itself. The flame painted in. You can see his nose up underneath. The lips are painted well. And I don't know if you can see it due to the lighting, but his eyes are pretty good in there too. I don't think, yeah, he's got the white eye in there. I'm probably not going to be able to convey it well over camera, but he does have the white eye in there. It does look very good. And then the hair is painted to look like it's wet, which looks very nice. Let me go ahead and show you what the other heads look like on the figures. Be right back. Here is his angry face. Looks pretty nice. It does look a little bit better now that I've got it on the figure. I actually haven't posed him with this yet. So it does look pretty good on the figure. I probably won't be using this on the shelf though. Here is his smiling face, which is very evil looking and actually kind of unsettling, to be honest. In person you can kind of see like these dot matrix looking things up here. Probably can't tell on camera, but I'm not sure why that is. I think it's just due to like the printing process they have. You can see like the dots up here in person. But yeah, that's the smiling face. I wanted to show you guys how to actually put on the masked head. First you have to plug the back of the hair into the neck peg, and then you have to plug the head onto the peg. So it does look pretty seamless on, well, I mean, you can see the seam obviously, but it doesn't look bad. You can move it around so it doesn't impede movement, and it does look pretty good. I do like the masked Kane. I think the two that I'll probably use the most are, here, if I don't throw things, the two heads I'll probably use are probably going to be these two here. I just like these the most. I've spent a lot of time on the accessories, so let me go ahead and push through these. His hands that he comes with, he's got a posable hand on, or for both left and right hands. They have a hinge right here, so you can bend them in and out. And both left and right hands have his like choke slam looking hand. And he's got that for his gloved and ungloved hand. And of course he's got the fists that you see him with now that come out of the package. So on to the figure itself. Let's take a look at its details. You can see his chest is got the like the leather buckles painted and sculpted onto his chest, which are very nice looking. You can see his one-piece suit going up above the shoulders and down around. You can see more of the leather straps. They look very nice, and you can even see the leather straps are actually underneath of the articulation as well, so that looks very good. You can see down to the legs. It's all just a flat black, so it does look like it's actually the material he'd be wearing in the ring, so it looks very good. You can see it's sculpted with this like tannish color here to represent it being more like a mesh material, so you can actually see through that. That would be his leg, the color of his leg. Well, yeah. And then his knees, you can see, are double jointed. We'll get to that with the articulation. But his knee pad does do a very good job at covering that up. You can still see the joint itself, but it does a good job of trying to hide it. And then you can see more of like the flame in the boots. I was looking back at pictures of Kane during this time, and this little piece right here on his boot looks like a triangle. It should have had a red outline, and it looks like you probably could paint that on there yourself. I probably will myself just because I'm nitpicky. But yeah, there should be a red outline around this little piece of the boot here. But the boots are sculpted nicely. They do look good. I can't complain about the sculpt. On to articulation. The head is on a ball joint, as you saw when I was trying to put this together. Emphasis on trying. He does have a neck joint down here, so he can look down, swivel around, which actually I have mine slightly sideways somehow. His shoulders are a little bit limited just based on the sculpt itself. Go up to about there. It's on a butterfly joint, so you can get it to go forward and back. You can actually get it to go all the way across his chest almost. And you got a double, well, actually, yeah, you can rotate on that ball joint too. Double jointed elbow, you can get it to just about 90 degrees. And you've got a really weird swivel on that elbow. I'm not sure what's up with that, but you got a really weird swivel here. The wrist is on a ball joint and swivel, so you can rotate that around and rotate on the peg itself. As you saw a minute ago, the hips, or not the hips, the abdominal is on a crunch ball joint. Can't talk. So you got good range out of that, and there's another ball joint down here. You don't get a lot of articulation out of the bottom one, but whoa, there's a big gap there. So yeah, be wary of that gap. But you're probably not going to get him doing the Exorcist anytime soon. So, like I said, not too much forward as far as like this second hip joint or ab joint. Good Lord, I can't talk. You've got a leg joint here, goes up to about there, and you can kind of drop it down. You can see inside you can drop the hip down so you can get more range out of the kick. Kind of. So you can get them doing a big boot. For some reason, mine has a ratchet on the left leg. Let me see if I can get it to do it. Come on. Okay, it's not going to cooperate with me now. But just take my word for it. Mine has a ratchet here, so when you move it forward, it clicks. This one doesn't. But you can swivel on that joint there. Not very much, but you can. Double jointed knees, go back to about there. And you've got the ball joint at the ankle, which has a okay ankle rocker. Ankles go back to there, not much forward than there, and a toe pivot. It's very nice. But yes, that would be pretty much the overall on this figure. It is it's a little pricey for a WWE figure, but I think it's well worth it. I will have a link down below for you to pick it up yourself, and I'll also link the other WWE figures for you to pick up as well. I don't have those yet, so I can't review them just yet, but I do plan on getting them soon. Oh, and before let me get a height measurement on this guy. He stands at just about 6 inches, maybe a little over. So he is going to be a lot smaller than the Ruthless Aggression figures that came out quite a few years ago. I actually don't have any Elite Series figures, so I can't really put those out to show you. So if one of you all know that, the height difference, please let me know in the comments down below, because I actually am thinking about getting into WWE more. I used to collect when I was younger, just kind of outgrew that collection and moved on to other things, but I think I'm going to get back into it now. So if you guys enjoyed the review, please let me know in the comments down below, and leave a like and comment, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can see more reviews. I'll be doing at least one video a week, the Funko Fridays, and then I'll sprinkle some out throughout the week. So if you enjoyed the video, come back for more. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one, and bye-bye.